Okay, I decided to have some fun with multiple cameras. We started this channel with just my smartphone and a selfie stick. That was 3 years ago. As we continued to make videos, we added more and more equipment, always on the cheap. Yes, Sherry says I'm cheap. Our most expensive camera is a GoPro Hero 7 Black. Now, I didn't pay for that one because I won it in a contest put on by Filmora. Otherwise, just because of the price, I wouldn't have bought that one. I love that camera. It's a great camera. It does a lot of good things. But just as a comparison, we also have a Yi M1 Micro Four Thirds camera. This is interchangeable lenses, and I have a number of lenses with it. But the total investment for that system is still less than the cost of the GoPro. Recently, I made a cage for my cameras. This cage gives me a lot more options to get video. For our how-to videos, it lets me use two cameras from the same point of view with different focal lengths. This lets me show the environment that the project is being done in and also a close-in view. This can be mixed together in the editing software. This is how I got the footage for our last video. Click up here and watch it if you haven't seen it yet. I'll wait. I'll be right here waiting. Okay, now that you've seen it, let's talk about how I was able to shoot this from a moving car, first going north, then south on the freeway, and the lessons I learned about my cage design. What happened was Brandon asked me to help a friend with a car problem in Corona. This is normally a 10-minute drive, but I knew the poppy peepers had shut down the side streets in that area and the freeway was going very slow. So I thought it might be fun to try out the camera cage. One of the advantages of a large cage is room to add things. In this case, I put my GoPro on the top bar of the cage and the Yi M1 on the bottom bar. I also had the Vivtar 7086 HD on the top bar, but I didn't get much useful video from it as it overheated and quit working. Shooting the same subject with multiple cameras of different focal lengths gives different perspectives even though they're shot from the same location. I also didn't need to change lenses continuously to get the change in the focal length. One of the things about shooting something like the poppy peepers is battery power. When I decided to go with Brandon, I didn't have a whole lot of time to prepare the cameras. It was mount them and go. I wasn't sure how much battery each camera had, so I just strapped on a battery pack and grabbed cables for the cameras. Though the battery wasn't needed for the GoPro or the M1, the Vivtar was way down on power, so it needed the battery to keep it going until it quit from the heat. But having the battery there gave me confidence to keep shooting for the 45-minute drive each way. While the cage works well for all of the cameras, when I put on the 80 to 200 zoom on the M1, I could tell the mounting support in the camera was not designed for that much real glass and aluminum. The camera was actually sagging from the tripod mount, flexing in the body of the camera. The normal solution to this is a lens adapter with a tripod mount built in, but that's not what I have. There is another option though. Use a hot shoe with an adapter to a 1/4 bolt and a brace to the top bar. I'm going to make this one and I'll let you know how I made it and how it works in a future video. Brandon was driving and I was using my old selfie stick attached to the cage to steady the rig. I was basically using it as a monopod inside the car, braced against the floor of the car, and I just held the top of it. This worked for several shots, but many of the shots were a total mess because the selfie stick really is just a monopod. And this one has a rubber pad on the top that isolates the camera from vibration when you're doing a selfie. But with the combined weight of the rig, it would flex with every bump in the road. I think the rig is sound, but I just need a better mounting system for use in a car. Or maybe just change it around and just use the selfie stick as a shoulder brace and handhold the rig. I'll let you know what I find out after some testing. So these are some of the things I learned using my camera cage. What do you think? Is using a camera cage to hold 2 or more cameras an interesting way to give yourself a backup video source for shooting subjects that really can't be done more than once? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this video interesting, share it with your friends.
Thanks for watching our video. If you like what you see, press the like button below and subscribe. And also check out our other videos.